Hi everyone, this is the Legendary R back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burst unboxing. This is going to be for the Versus set, which is, let's see if I can find a number, B205, and it comes with Burst Spriggan and Ultimate Valkyrie. So this Versus set is basically one of the last releases for Beyblade Burst, in terms of like the mainline releases. And I really wanted to get this set for Christmas or like around December, but I wasn't able to, so I now have it. And it also comes with one of the gears for Divine Belial, which I still don't have, but at least I could enjoy it, I guess. Ages 6 and up, Takatomi. There's a QR code if you want to scan it for the Asia channel. To the side of the box, it's basically, I think it's telling you all the parts of Ultimate Valkyrie, and then it's basically going through like I'm not sure where it is, but I think it goes through like the references. Yeah, I think right here is where they go through the references for Ultimate Valkyrie, because here's where they go through the references on Burst Spriggan, for like what Beyblade actually referenced it. But yeah, there's two modes to Burst Spriggan, and we'll get to that. Then this explains the Dynamite Battle / Burst Ultimate Layer system. Then the back of the box shows all the parts that it comes with and everything. It also tells you a little bit more about, I think it's called Ultimate Gear Divine Belial, yeah. Then it also shows you like where to put the stickers on and everything. Okay, so with the box out of the way, now let's get on to the unboxing. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. So let's get on to like the extra parts first. So here is the VS gear. The VS gear is basically like an upgraded version of the V gear. And the V gear originally came out, well, yeah, it originally came out on, it came out with Saber Valkyrie, which I don't have, but yeah, this is basically supposed to be used on the Adventure or Venture drivers, and I'm supposed to upgrade. But yeah, I don't have either of those, so this is kind of useless at the moment. But it has a free spinning plastic piece, and then there's also this 3-sided metal piece here, so that's unique. Then it also comes with a tool. This time the tool is in gold. By the way, this thing is actually part of a launcher piece, so if you bought Spriggan Requiem or Legend Spriggan a few years ago, then you can actually use this as a launcher handle. So here's the layer, it's called Burst Spriggan, and just from looking at it, it looks really unique. I really like the design for it because it obviously takes a lot of inspiration from Spriggan Requiem. And then on the back side, it takes inspiration from Legend Spriggan. But apparently this is the right side, like the right spin side. It probably looks like Requiem. Then the back side is apparently the left side. So yeah, that's interesting. And it also comes with the armor, which is called 8. And 8 looks really unique. I really like the design for it. So here's the chip. The chip is called Spriggan 2. It has a dual spin chip, and you can see like the S in the middle, kind of like a reference to the original Spriggan. And yeah, it looks really interesting. Then on the back, you can see the teeth. The teeth, there's actually not many. They're really blocky though, if you can see that. And yeah, you're supposed to use the tool to twist, and then it'll change the mode for it. Then the blade is called Burst, is double-sided. On this side, it actually has metal and rubber, so it'll be a heavier hitter. And then on the other side, it has only just the rubber. By the way, the gold side is the right side, and then the left side is the side that has the metal. Then here's the armor, which is called 8. It looks really amazing, and I'm not really too sure how good it is for like balance or anything like that, but I really like the design of it. It looks really unique. Here's the disc. The disc is called Spread Dash. So Spread Dash is basically an upgraded version of the Spread disc, which originally came out on regular Spriggan. It's just Spriggan. But yeah, it's basically like a bigger version of Spread. Not much to say about it, but it's basically just a really wide disc. And it's basically upgraded for the Dynamite Battle layer system, or B layer system, whichever one you want to call it. It honestly looks like a flying saucer to me. I'm not sure if I'm the only one to notice that though. The driver is called Fusion Dash, and it's basically the very first driver that Spriggan ever came out with, but it's a dash, so that makes it a little bit unique. Because the dash actually makes it hard to burst with the spring that it has. Here is the next Beyblade. It's called Ultimate Valkyrie. But there's actually something special with this because of the parts that it comes with. Anyway, it looks really amazing. They actually did try to make the design different, so that way you could tell the difference between this one and the first one that came out. There's Valkyrie 2. There's the teeth, they're pretty blocky. Then here is the Ultimate Blade. The Ultimate Blade has rubber on it, and it's supposed to give it harder hitting attacks, from what I remember about like rubber on rice spin and Beyblade's doing. There you go. The armor is called 9, and it looks like the wing disc from the first Valkyrie to come out, and this little piece right here has a sticker. Well, it's going to have a sticker when I put on the stickers. And it's supposed to line up perfectly with Valkyrie, and then it'll be like this design is flowing onto there. So yeah, that's Ultimate Valkyrie, the layer. It's actually pretty aggressive from the battles I've done with it. Here's the disc. The disc is called Wing Dash. So yeah, Wing Dash. It basically has the same wings I was showing you from the 9 disc. From the 9 armor, and as you can tell, is made for the Dynamite Battle layer system by the way that it looks, but it's actually pretty thin, so I guess it'll be a little bit more aerodynamic and possibly how the Beyblade spin longer, maybe. I'm just guessing. But yeah, I really like the design for it, especially since Wing never really had an upgrade until now, except for like the boost disc maybe. Here's the driver. The driver is called a Cell Dash. So Cell Dash is basically the first. A Cell was the first Beyblade driver to ever be released because of being on Valkyrie, the very first Valkyrie. And yeah, they gave it a better spring because of it being Dash. That's all. That's really all I can say about it. But I remember this thing just being kind of only okay for like attack and stuff like that. So we'll just see how it performs later on. Okay, that's actually pretty hard to put together. So, I don't feel like Burst Spriggan is going to burst too easy. And that's actually a good thing. Especially with his blocky teeth. You don't want this thing to burst at all. And I think someone did mention that there's a burst stopper. Like, on the inside there's a little plastic piece that's supposed to make the Beyblade hard to burst. So that's probably why around like here it's really hard to click it like the first time. So yeah. Okay, Ultimate Valkyrie. Wow, the dash driver is actually really, like, for the way that the wing disc is, wing dash, is actually so circular that I can't really get a good grip on it. But yeah, this Beyblade is pretty hard to put together, so I'm pretty sure that this thing won't burst easy at all. Now, let's do some test battles. So the Beyblades I'll be battling these two against, they will be, Win Knight. I actually did get this recently, so this is Win Knight, the stock combo, except I don't have the right armor on it. And then here's Graves Raphael. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot! Okay, Spriggan's getting a little bit of movement in. Just a little bit. Yeah, I still don't have the Dynamite Ballerina yet, but I think I might get it soon. Eventually. I don't know. I really want to get like more Dynamite Battle stuff, but I'm trying to be slow about it. Anyway, Burst Spriggan's being calm. And Burst Spriggan scrapes and then loses. Grand Raphael takes that round with a spin finish. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Wind Knight is actually pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good for like low Beyblades like these. So yeah, it actually can be pretty good. Let's see if Burst Spriggan can take the win. And it does. Burst Spriggan takes that bow with a spin finish. Burst Spriggan didn't click at all, even though it did lose like most of the battles. But that's okay. This is just a combo to kind of like reference the original Beyblade that came out back in 2015, by the way. Now, let's do the same battles with Valkyrie. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Okay. Also, Valkyrie's just circling around. Few hits. Oh wow! It actually could have knocked out Graves Raphael if it was a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, Graves Raphael takes that round with a spin finish. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Okay. Also, Valkyrie got in a few hits. Burst Spriggan actually beat Wind Knight, so let's see if Valkyrie can. And Valkyrie does it! I know that was basically just scraping, but yeah, can't do much about that. Either way, Valkyrie wins that battle. I guess the best of 3 here for these two Beyblades. Go, shoot! I kinda launched Valkyrie late, but I think it'll be fine. I hope. Spriggan Rec Room's trying to stay in the center. Valkyrie's doing his best to hit Spriggan. And Spriggan takes round 1 with a spin finish. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Okay. Valkyrie's speeding up a little bit. It comes to Spriggan. They're clashing a lot. Okay, Spriggan's basically taking the center. Valkyrie's trying to reclaim the center. And Spriggan wins again with a spin finish. Okay, so what do I think about the VS set? So, in all honesty, the V set, the Versus set, is definitely worth it. And I'm not just saying that because it's one of the last Beyblade releases. I'm actually saying that because I love it. So, with this set, you actually, like I know it's probably a nice amount of money, but for this set, you actually get another version of Ultimate Valkyrie, which means that if you don't have Ultimate Valkyrie already, then this is another chance to get it. You also get Burst Spriggan, which is another version of Spriggan. It's kind of like an upgrade, pretty much. Except like it's missing the Quattro, but yeah. And on top of that, with these Beyblades, you could... It's like they're pretty strong on their own, but they can actually be even stronger whenever you end up customizing, changing around the parts, or even just like switching the parts amongst themselves, pretty much. Because I'm pretty sure if you put Burst Spriggan on Cell Dash and then probably give it Wing Dash too, then put in Left Spin, that might actually be a pretty good attack combo. Who knows? Because I haven't tried it yet. I don't know yet. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of things they could do with this set. And also, if you're just kind of getting it for, I guess, a gift, you want to get it for a gift, that's good too, because one thing I didn't show yet is that for the sticker sheet isn't just a reference to all the older Beyblades, but there is the 3, 2, 1 go shoot thing, which just means that on March 21st something's happening in Japan where they'll possibly reveal the next generation. Possibly. But yeah, this is a nice piece of paper that you might want to keep around, and for basically any Beyblade Burst fan, this is probably one of the best things to ever get. I know that little piece of paper actually did come out with with Barricade Lucifer, but I feel like this is basically the best way to get pretty much everything. And if you have Divine Belial or regular Dynamite, then you could use this, which is the Versus gear. I can't show it in this video because it doesn't work on Dangerous for some reason, but whenever I do get a chance to use it, I will. Anyway, that's about it. I think the only problem with this set is that you need a launcher, so yeah, I guess that's one problem. But other than that, this set is basically great for collectors, people that want to play competitively, and people that also want to just kind of have fun and enjoy Beyblade. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. Until next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary. Okay, so there's actually one thing that I forgot to mention about the Versus set, and that is that there's actually a little bit of an Easter egg, if you can see it. And I think a lot of people have mentioned this already, but it's where there's a 2, there's a 0, then there's a 1, and a 5. Which means 2015 is the exact year the Beyblade Burst started. And that's basically a little Easter egg and nod to that. And for me, one thing I actually did notice about Valkyrie is that there's an S there, and there's a V. So VS, like the Versus set. So that's actually really perfect as a way to wrap up the whole Beyblade Burst line in general. I know that there's still there's another Easter egg too, where it's I think on Barricade Lucifer, whenever you flip it over, whenever you take apart the Beyblade, then show the layer and flip it over, it says thank you. But yeah, this is just one of the few things I want to mention. Bye.